I would crush my cat. I would love him. I would beat him. I only beat a cat. That's how I know. Psychic weapon ready to bring pain, suffering, and coughing and blood to people who do not comply with unimetric system. And show them what they are made of. Okay. Carlos, how you doing?
Good. How are you doing?
Oh, shoot. Trying to... I've been trying to make heads and tail what's going on. Like, the training is just the same routine.
Yeah.
You want to feel angry? By the way, let me be angry. We're happy, by the way, let me be happy.
I think there's enough in this world to trigger us to be angry. To be honest with you, it's learning how to, as I explained in my in a little brief thing, it's learning how to be aware of what triggers you, and by listening.
I know what triggered them. That like and love BS, anything that go against that story, they begin to trigger. I say that's not reality. That's docile.
That's not reality. Reality is light and dark. That's it. Bottom line.
Light or dark, and the totality. Because for our teacher, our you.
Exactly.
You know why? By the way, I always say yes to everything you ask for. It's a reason, because by the way, it's you. Why would you deny yourself anything? Think about it, if you're all that is.
Exactly. So
you want to meet an alien? I am the alien. Definitely ain't you. You know why you're not alien? Because I see the way the reason they're not alien because they don't think like super crew. Super crew are super alien.
There you go.
Think about it. Because a lot of this like what they say they are alien, this, that. I'm not writing it because I'm a super alien. I don't act like them. I don't think like them. I use the input of experience itself as my foundation to work. I don't, even my magical ability is based on realism. Experience.
Yeah.
So if they can't match my bullshit, my super bullshit, then they cannot proclaim themselves ending because I will hurt them. Because if you watch the Chinese movie, badass meet badass, what they do, they don't work together, they fight because competition is a sin. There's only one tiger in the mountain, you know that.
It depends on the overgoal.
The overgoal is truth. They don't want truth, right? You can't have truth if you have not experienced the truth. Don't you agree?
Because if we have two badasses, but they have the same overgoal, they'll work together.
Will work together. Absolutely. We call it left hand, right hand badass, so they have only one goal. Now see, I think there's a lot of scary cat or something. Hey Kosal, where do I go to learn your device? Is it in your book or have you video? No, Peter.
Bottom1.com. Come on, Peter.
in Zoom. Come on, Peter. Come on now. Come on. We doing right now. Okay. Does anyone who think was part of SAP have any physical mark their body? I heard school bar and upper diet common. Man, you damn. Come to good question. I don't think that's possible.
You know, that's just it though. Not necessarily, because remember, some people, their consciousness is transferred to another body.
That's true.
So you may not always have a mark. We may get marks because of our training. We're still in our same bodies. But when you're talking about SSP, their consciousness is transferred from one body to another body, from one vessel to another vessel. You may not have any marks at all.
That's why different vessel container. Yeah, that's why we got. They know now SSP about transferring consciousness.
So
what? Zoom. How? App. Zoom. Zoom app. Yeah. Okay. Zoom may not be supported on the browser.
Yeah, Zoom's usually not supported on browser. You have to still download the app, whether on your computer or on the phone. It has to be downloaded.
Download Zoom app. Chris.
Let's try it at home on the computer without, you still got to download the software for the computer. I tried just the browser. It'll lead you to downloading.
We in Zoom. We in Zoom. Q&A. Q&A. Please come. Okay, that's it. I don't want to. There is no need to respond to them because they just hiding behind the shadow. Does that make sense? That's not how Soya operate. I am super Soya. I'm a real super Soya because I'm not afraid of any bullshit. I'm saying, what is a super Soya? What is a Soya in simple term? Is someone a chicken shit or someone is actually brave?
Somebody's brave.
And not afraid to die.
Because at some level they know that death does not exist. So they've been back and forth so many times.
Correct.
Especially, they know, they're aware of their conscious being transferred.
Absolutely. From body to body at will. So when I saw your girl Susan, you asked me if she is super Soya. You know my answer. Super Soya don't act like that.
What if she's damaged?
Impossible. Super Soya have a self-repairing system. Doing an emergency, there's a Kickstarter alternative personality been reprogrammed inside a person.
Okay.
That help you to self-repair. It will take over your physical body until the repairing complete. Then it will switch back to its dominant dom, dom, dormant and observing state. Only react when there's emergency crisis.
Okay. Backup system. Interesting.
Yes,
Backup consciousness.
that's what we call super backup consciousness. There's 2 or 3 of them always within every super soldier. That's why you notice when I don't know anything, you ask me, that aspect me take over no thing. You notice that? It's a switch between the personality. I hope you notice that a lot.
I just know you get the connection with bottom A or the device, and you get told information.
But you know it's so quick. You know it's like
It's very quick.
no,
It's seamless. So I don't notice. I just know your answers just come.
exactly. But you notice that I feel a personality changes occur, like very coherent, very stern.
With you, that's a constant thing.
Yeah.
What else do? With you, it's a constant thing. So it doesn't, personality change. Yeah, that's constant.
Like a supercomputer built. That's the alter ego, supercomputer.
Bye-bye, Miss Maggie.
So now that's how you know you're super soldier.
I know.
Have no clues. I mean, that's how super soldier. We are not scared of nothing, There's no need to be afraid because we have full intel on things. Because the idea of super soldier came from the shaman warrior. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
They can walk between worlds.
Mm-hmm.
Very spiritually adapt, very conventionally adapt, and understand the forest, understand the connection to the forest, to the animal and the other sentient life from even extraterrestrial being. Their environment is their teacher. Now, unlike that, or QAnon shaman wannabe, he's not no QAnon. He's nothing.
He's not a shaman.
I can kill him out in his jail cell, and I can and I will,
The thing that I think he misses the most is that he has no experience in actually traveling between worlds. That's just my opinion.
He never traveled between worlds at all.
No.
Because a shaman, look at me, I travel in between worlds constantly.
Constantly.
Yeah.
And you help people navigate through that.
Exactly.
He doesn't do any of that. He may give you information, but he doesn't help you. When we do our training, you're between worlds. You're watching us. You say, okay, yeah, you got it. There you go. But you're watching us. So you're helping us to develop our abilities. And you're seeing into the spiritual world.
That's why I'm saying that fool is no shaman. He is not a shaman. He cannot do anything on my level. I be real, because if anybody think they badass, come on and kill me first. I fuck you up right there, right then, right now, without even touching you. And I taught you the same way, Carlos. You can choke someone and kill them without physical body reaching out. Only your energetic body can kill them instantly.
Yep. Level 5, level 6.
No, I'm a killer, Yeah.
I know at least level 5. I can do it.
You can do level 6. You just tell by the way level 6, and then they feel rough.
Yeah, I know.
Level 7.
But I don't want to. I'm careful with level 6 because you just get ticked off of somebody. You might do something you don't really want to do.
Well, you make a clear point, but I'm just saying that, luckily I'm a compassionate individual and I'm very mindful. But I can do what the hell I want. It's no consequence of my job, because my goal is to make a point. Does that make sense? What Peter says does not launch still. I don't understand. Okay. Let me see. Peter. I have to call him up.
Hello?
Hey, Peter, what's going on?
Yeah, I push on your link, but it won't come up. launch it, and I download the app already.
I'm sorry, you download into the computer, you download to the Zoom. I mean, I'm talking down, I mean, phone.
I can use my computer. Let me try on my computer too.
No, it should work on the phone. If you have an iPhone or an Android, you just download, just click on the link.
I got an Android. I'm on Zoom.
I tried launching it, but it's supposed to be that error message again.
What do you have? Android or Apple?
The Apple.
Okay, you have to download from the App Store, the Zoom.
Oh, really? Yeah. I thought it was the same thing though.
No, brother.
No.
Apple, no. That's OIS and Android is two different software.
Let's put it this way. The language for each operating system is different and the directions are different. That's why you cannot use Apple for Windows, because there's two different operating systems or two different languages. Hello.
Yeah. So if you're on your phone, remove whatever app that is and go to the App Store and press on Zoom and then download the Zoom from the App Store.
Exactly.
The Apple Store.
In the last one.
Bro, I don't know. If you are using, okay, good. Now go to your App Store and search for Zoom. Then it say Zoom app on Apple.
In fact, even when we go to the website, Zoom website, if you go to the download section, you're gonna have on top, you're gonna have every different version of Zoom for each operating system, from Linux, Android, Windows, Apple. And when you click on it, it'll give you a link to where you download it. You can download it.
Yeah, but we're talking about his smartphone.
I know, but even if he goes to the website itself, if he clicks on the Apple link, it'll send him to the App Store. If you say to click on the Android link, it'll send him to the Google Play.
Yeah, but I don't think he's computer literate like you and I.
I guess
so.
Not.
We got to keep it simple. We got to tell him to go to the
App Store.
The iPhone, go to the App Store and keep it simple. We can't be complicated for certain people. Otherwise, forget about it. It's lost in translation.
Yeah.
So that's why I try to make things simple.
I'll try both.
No. You don't want to try both.
Try both.
The App Store.
Apple Store. App Store for Apple. That's it. Don't try both.
I got.
Yeah.
I'm on the App Store right now, but it's taking a long time launching.
Maybe you got too much stuff in there and you gotta get rid of some of your memory's getting all used up. You gotta have to get rid of some stuff. That's a possibility.
Exactly. So if you got video, you got certain things, you need to delete what you don't need in order to download that app. You gotta have memory, my friend. The phone is a computer.
I'm gonna order me some food.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's why.
I'll start deleting all the
Yeah.
stuff I don't need, but I don't really use that much stuff.
Yeah.
I don't play games or anything. I don't really use.
Okay, then you delete your game. You gotta make memory for the new app. So you gotta delete some certain picture, certain video that you don't need. Usually when all my video and stuff, I just upload on YouTube, just leave it as that. On Facebook, let it become the data. It has infinite data on Facebook and YouTube. I might as well use it.
Because, like a long time for some reason.
Yeah, that's why we train here. We train in Zoom. We do all the training and stuff. The device and stuff we do here in Zoom, because everything has to be recorded. There's a reason, because the spirit will come through and it does things. And it has to be recorded. And it has to be reviewed.
Yeah, so I went to the App Store and I tried looking for it, but it won't. It just shows it's an error. So yeah, I don't know. It's
Carlos, can you take a picture? Let me give it to him.
I have an Android.
You have an Android?
Yep.
Oh,
I remember I got the same phone you have.
okay.
Now, let me ask you this. What the hell's going on? When you and I have Note 8, you and I work for Allied Universal. What's going on? What's
We
going
are in
on?
sync. Well, you and I would call super soldier on Earth. So therefore, security, during the minimum security aspect as possible, to maintain our integrity and discipline. So we chose a job career that based on discipline and mirroring the drop by drop, mirroring everything within the military culture.
Okay.
Is it working?
And Zoom call meeting.
Okay, it's just download it. Once you download, don't do anything else. Once it's download, it's done. Let it install by itself. They don't do anything else. Now go back to my link and click on it. Just click on it. Okay. You'll be taken here.
Okay, cool. Yeah, it's downloading right now.
Okay, let it download. And then after that, they're going to ask you to call through the Wi-Fi. I don't know how to. You see a speaker thing. You just press unmute or something like that. I don't know how Apple phone does it, but I know Android phone you have to call through the Wi-Fi.
Okay. All right. Almost done.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, open.
Yeah, you have to delete some stuff to make room for it. That's the secret. Unload game that you don't play.
You don't have to sign up for it or anything?
No, you don't have to sign up for anything. You just download and you press on my link. It's that's how simple is that.
Okay. Oh man, I still have that error message.
Seriously?
Yeah, I don't download the App Store and still has that error message.
Oh wow. Carlos, you still have the error messages.
Try, if you're at home, try your computer.
Why should have error messages?
Good question.
Okay, I'll try on my computer.
Okay, let me see.
I never used Zoom before, but yeah, I have no problem using like any other apps on my computer. But
Zoom may not be supported on. Okay, I'll tell you what. Go to the say you see Zoom, just click on it and press join, and then they're going to ask you for the number.
Okay. Join the meeting.
Yes, join the meeting. You press okay. Now put this number down. 8. You ready? I'm going to say it again. 889. And meeting ID. Put in a meeting ID, okay?
Oh, 8. These are all numbers, right?
Yes, 889 556 0578. Okay, now press join.
Okay, cool. Yeah, I'm on it now. Join with video or join?
Just join my video. Come on. Okay, here you go.
Okay.
Now you're in. Hold on.
Okay.
Okay, next time you will have a history of it already. You just click on it.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay. Come on. And then next thing you know, you have to press on the. Okay, you in? Okay. Connecting audio. Okay.
It says Wi-Fi or cellular.
Yeah. Well, say it again. What did it say?
Use Wi-Fi.
Wi-Fi.
It says to hear others, please join audio. Wi-Fi or data.
Wi-Fi.
Dialed in.
No, Wi-Fi. Wi-Fi connecting Wi-Fi internet.
Yeah.
The top one. The top one. Okay. Okay. You're in.
Okay. Oh, okay. I see you.
Yeah. Yeah. There you go. See? That's it. It's that simple. Mm-hmm.
We get to hang out with those crazy folks.
Yes. 96 times you come, or you just go to the Zoom again and just press history and click the same link. You'll be in again. That's it.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, you were asking. Yeah, device training. Okay. Okay. Device is a technology, just like your smartphone, but it's from the future. And the reason it's designed this way because the future does not use electricity. They use magical science, or quantum physics. So the power source is consciousness, perception. And it has nothing to do with stupid religion. In the future, the government of future, they kill every Christian, Buddhist, every Catholic, everyone. They burn all the book that relate to religion. And anyone who catch to be religious, they just execute them on the spot, no question asked. Trial, execution, you're done. And you know why if the future is like that? Because humanity is an engineering, technology, and also consciousness advancement of civilization. So humanity can do magic, ability, and they can use amazing things. They can fly, they can levitate, and so they get rid all nonsense, all impractical belief structure. Anything that's not scientifically proven or based cannot be replicated, they get rid of it. Does that make sense? So, okay, let's take a look at our society. Our society is called magical culture. You and I doing right now, if you take an ancient people to come and look at what we do, we call this tablet, this iPad that I have is a magical device. Your smartphone is a magical device. Your car is a magical device from their perspective. But to you and I, it's normal science. Does that help? We don't see it as magic, it's science. But from their perspective, it is magic. So magic is science that you have not understood yet. But once you understand it, it's not magic anymore, it's just science. Does that help? Does that help?
Yeah, your phone kind of gets choppy, like some of like it's really choppy, like in the middle of your sentences.
Can you hear me?
So
okay?
yeah, I hear like like parts of sentences.
Okay, I'll probably get the Wi-Fi connection. Just saying that there's no such thing as magic. It's only science. Like nuclear bomb, if you use that launch on a primitive people, they think the God have destroyed it them. You see how humanity talk in ancient time? Those people talk in our time, oh, that's a nuclear weapon. Oh yeah, that have devastating ability. Yeah, we don't want to mess with that. Respect it, but we don't want to mess with it. Does that make sense now? Because when it's unleashed, it fury. So this device is the same thing as your smartphone, but it's from the future, and it will link to your brain. Okay, let's bring it out. Let's try it out. Okay.
Okay. All right. I got mine right here. Right. Yeah.
Okay. Just put your hand over it.
This?
Yes. And just say, come out. Just give it a firm command. Come out.
Come out.
There you go. You notice all of a sudden you feel a presence emitting from your device. A present, like a warm or cool. Just a present. It's and just relax. And you have to be in the state of oneness, meaning symbiotic. And now you see, but know that device is not something separate from you. In your mind, know that it is an extension of you, a reflection of you. Now, once you think that way, you notice the present get a little heavier, more stronger. Tell me, do you experience that right now as well? the present is getting a little stronger than like a little heavier, a little more force. See, this is reflection. You don't have to
like
concentrate. Go ahead.
I feel my like I feel like my fingers like kind of tingling. I don't know. It's like I don't. But
You're not understand. You're here to experience.
Mhm.
Just like what you experience. Look, what I'm experiencing right now, the present getting a little more stronger. It's present, like a vibration, like you say, a tingling. See? Okay, and then I'm feeling like I'm getting more anxious, feeling like hyper.
Mhm.
This is show this. I'm connected now. It's reflecting to me. Okay, now when the device talk to you, it's going to be your mind that's talking to you, and it will sound like you. That's the device. You may want to ask, what's the difference between you and device? There's no different. You are talking to you because device is you, but in a technological form of it. Does that make sense? In other words, everything is you. Doesn't matter.
Mhm.
Does that help? Okay. Now, close your eye. You can if you do not want. Okay. Now
Yeah.
we're gonna ask the device something. I'm gonna go first. Then I'm gonna explain what I'm experiencing. Device, how are you? Now, device, it sounds like me. It say I'm fine, fine. It didn't say even I'm fine. Say fine. It's like that. But before I even ask, my own thought already answered me. That means when I say device how, and then do that moment, it say fine. See, but I have to ask it completely just to show that I have to ask it completely, even if it answered already. Does that make sense now? It's a
Oh,
natural
I
thing
see.
to complete your sentence. Okay, now watch this. Device, can you display a star system for me? Now, my own thought told me yes. Now it's displaying in my thinking, in my thought. I'm seeing a star system inside my mind. It's automatic. And it's showing me, oh, it's our own star system. Earth, the moon. It's showing me Mars, the belt. I see the sun. And I also see craft moving in and out. See, all in my mind, when I start pay attention to it, I get deeper into the thought. See, that's how it works. It's using your own thought as a display and interface. Now the sensation and let you know that it is interacting. That's a signal. And then when you hear your own self talking to you, it's actually its device. Device, when you're talking to it, you're actually talking to your higher consciousness. Does that make sense now? That's why it sounds like the higher you. Okay. Let's try it out. Go ahead and interact with it. You meeting you. That's all this is happening right now. Okay. Let's go for it. Ask the device, how are you?
Device, how are you?
And what did your thought just answer you? Your own thought, your own knowingness.
Just fine.
See? And you notice it sounds like you because it's you. Does that help? But it makes it automatic. Okay. Now ask the device, show your girlfriend. Show me my girlfriend.
Show me my girlfriend.
Okay. What does your thought showing you right now? What is your girlfriend wearing?
Images, or I guess.
No, just remember, you're not here to understand. You're here to observe and report and experience. Does that make sense? So what does the device show your girlfriend wearing right now? What does she look? Does she look beautiful? What she wearing? She wearing a pants? She wearing dress? She wearing what kind of color shirt? See it. What does your thought show you?
I guess a green
No,
dress.
don't guess. So say what you see in your thought that have been shown to you.
A green dress.
Okay, there you go. Yeah, there you go. Okay, see? You see that? See, that's the device. Notice your thought become quick. it doesn't, it more coherent. It's assured. It's not fizzling. It's not confused. It's just very stern. Does that make sense? That's the device. What the device does, it amplify your communication between you and your higher consciousness. Does that help now? Okay, let's play a game. Okay, let's go fishing. We're gonna play a game of fishing, okay? Watch. I go first. Device, take me to fishing and pulling up sound area. Okay, oh, I'm there. In my thought, I can hear the wave. In my thought, I can hear it. And I can feel the wind too. And I'm looking and I'm holding a fishing pole. Even my eye open, I see it in my mind, and I transfix it. Okay, now I ask the device to take you to fishing next to me. Just say it. Device, take me fishing to next to Kusal.
Device, take me to go fishing next to Kusal.
Okay, see, you just pop into my thought. I can see you. Now, that means in your thought, you will see me too. And you see the same area I see. And you also be holding a fishing pole, because I'm seeing you holding a fishing pole. Okay, what do you see? And what's your thought showing you? Be transfix it in the thought. Automatic.
I can
say what you see in your thought.
Yeah.
I can hear the bird, the seagull on my right. If you look up in your thought, you see the same seagull. I know it's cloudy right in yonder, but we still have daylight. I can feel the wind is really cool. Now we there, you see? I'm looking at you and my thoughts looking at you. I say, see, I'm saying right there. See, I say, hey, Peter, how you do? Good to see you. And then in your thought, you're hearing me talking to you. See that? And now you say something back. See, you should say fine. Do you see now? That's how the device works. It makes things clear. It's easier to have communication with your higher self in thought form. Does that help now? Remember, you're not here to understand. You're here to report and experience. You know, like observe, report, and observe. Does that make sense? That's it. Does that help now? You just go with the motion. Go with it. Notice you can begin to feel physiological, the coolness of the air, even happen in your own thought, but you begin to feel your body begin to feel it too. You notice that the sun heat is hitting both of us. You're feeling that warmth, but it's all in your thought. It's so vivid that your body begin to feel it too. Because, okay, now say what you experience from your side, from your point of view. Go on, that you see in your thought.
I guess we're sitting on
this is what I'm seeing in my thought, like that. Do a good report. Remember right here, I'm over here standing next to you. There's the wind, and I can hear the wave coming through the rock, and I can definitely see the black crab. And I'm looking at you wearing the same clothes, but my God, what's the hat doing on your head? You know, like that. And then I'm looking at it. I'm feeling the heat from the sun inside my thought. And you notice how a thought does not changes. It's very vivid. And then your logical mind say, this real, say, who cares? Real is not real. We're not interested in real or not real. We observe and report. That's it. And just experience. Does that help? Okay. Say what you see. It don't have to make sense. That's called observe and report. The idea is not to make sense, but just to observe and report. Carlos, do you see now what we're doing? Hello, Carlos? Oh, he's probably busy. You see, notice the more you into your thought, the more the sensation, the energy vibrating, entering you. That's to let you know you're really in tune now.
Am I supposed to have my eyes closed at all times? Or
no, you don't have to have your eye closed all the time. But me, I can do my eye open. You see, I can still see my thoughts. I'm here, I'm looking at you, and also I'm in my thought. I can feel everything. Does that help now? So this thing make everything that communicate between your spirit and your physical form more efficient. That is the objective of it. So who best to know you? It's you. But who? That your higher self you. Does that help now? Okay. Now here's where you understand that quantum world reality affect you. Now, what I'm going to do, I'm sorry. Okay, can you say something?
Yeah. For some reason, the phone is like really choppy still. So, should I try to download it on my computer? Give it a shot.
No, I tell you what, you just need to restart your phone again. You know, restart it and come back in again.
Okay.
Press the meeting again, just collect history and
get,
on it.
I think I can get Zoom on my computer though.
Okay,
can I
if you
try
can
it?
do that. Yeah, you can try it.
Yeah, because
you can Zoom on your device.
it's really I can hardly I got on my device, but it's like super choppy, like when it's talking.
Not because you have to restart the phone. That's what it is.
Oh, right. Okay. You want me to restart my phone right now?
Of course, restart it and come back again. Just click on the Zoom again, press the Zoom, it joins in, and then you see history. Just click on the little button to go down on the same thing. You see the history, then you click on the history, you'll be back in again. Or you have to add the number again, the same number, the 8.
Okay.
What's called?
Okay, let me write down the number.
Okay, the Zoom number. Okay, sure.
I'm sorry, Casal. That's the truth. Like they're like when you talk, it like like it has like a.
Yeah,
Okay.
I understand that, but I'm receiving him clearly. So if I'm receiving him clearly, the chances are it might be your connection somehow or your phone itself.
You have to restart the phone. It does that. So
it does that,
okay.
but also if there's too many things burdening the phone or too many things running in the background, it'll also do that as well. Or if you don't have enough RAM memory in your phone.
Okay.
Or too weak of a processor, it can be various things, either bad signal or your phone is being overworked.
Okay. I'm sorry. 889 556 0578.
Okay, I'll restart it right now.
Okay.
Okay, thanks.
Okay, no problem. Carlos, a lot of people in the new group, they don't know what super soldier is.
They don't.
Did you restart it? No, I restart the whole phone. Turn on, turn off.
Yeah, I'm trying. But
you have to restart the whole phone. Like turn on, turn off. We call it.
And not restart the app, restart the whole phone.
Restart the whole phone.
I know.
Here, I help you.
Use the hammer. No, I'm kidding.
There is a button that you on the side you can press.
Sometimes I just feel like using the hammer, like I'm just doggone.
You don't know how to leave the Zoom either. Click on the screen. There's a button say leave. Just click on the screen. Tap on the screen. When you tap on it, you have an option to leave. Here, let me remove him. Here. Put it in waiting room. There you go. Do you see now? A lot of people have difficulty. Oh, good.
The KISS method. Keep it simple, sweetie.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, it's easy teaching people about the technology. But I have to tell them what it is. It's just an amplifier. Here you go.
Okay, one be safe.
There we are. How's that? Is that better?
Okay.
Is that better?
That's better. So I'm using my computer. My computer is a lot better. I can hear a lot better and stuff.
Good.
I did restart my thing on my phone, but yeah, my computer is definitely a lot clearer.
Yes. Either way, once you restart it, you know, it's happened. Yes, I download a lot of movie into my phone. So after watching it, I delete it. Watch it, I delete it from the queue. You know.
Okay. Yeah.
Let me ask you this right quick. Is your computer on Wi-Fi or is your phone on your Wi-Fi?
Yeah, both of them are on Wi-Fi. So
okay.
Yeah, I did restart my computer just now, but I also launched it on my computer too, and the computer sounds great. I mean,
hello, Scott.
So
Sometimes if your Wi-Fi is overburdened, it will also cause the same problem.
Oh, okay.
So you have to restart it, you know.
Well, not restart it. If you have too many things on the Wi-Fi running at the same time, it'll cause a connection problem.
Okay. All right.
If you have too many things on any device, whether your phone or your computer, if you have too many things running in the background, it'll cause the same problem.
Okay, gotcha. I'll try to close it. I mean, yeah, I'll try to delete whatever I don't need and close
yeah,
out.
that's a good idea. Well, now let's back again. See, when you're talking to a device, you're not talking to a device. You're actually talking to your higher self. See? And that's why in order to talk to your higher self, the device, what it does, it adjusts your consciousness with your higher consciousness. And that's why you don't need to raise your vibration. And that's why I fight against the other people. They keep saying, oh, raise your vibration. I say, fuck you. Raise your vibration. Fuck you. You don't need to raise anything. You already got a higher self. Why you need to raise your vibration when you already got a higher self? Does that make sense? You got an aspect of you is already high consciousness, high level. So all you have to do is just interface with it, talk to it.
Learn how to increase your awareness, remove the blockages from you and your higher self. That's exactly. You expand your consciousness because you're already there at that higher level.
Mm-hmm.
So why do you have to raise your vibration when in truth you have to expand your awareness, your consciousness, because you're already there.
Mm-hmm. Remember your higher self. Once you remember your higher self, you find out it's you. It's always been you. Nothing more, nothing less. So do you see how people trick people with words? And that's why a lot of people is not qualified to teach people. That's why you need a real teacher, like me, who you want to see who the real teacher is? You ever been in the military or any like police academy, military? You're gonna meet real teacher, and they will make you do things to experience things because they let you know. You want to meet the real teacher? Give me some push up. We're gonna dig some ditch. We're gonna do some jumping jack. You're gonna meet the real teacher, and he bring nothing but pain and suffering to you. But about 3 or 4 weeks, maybe like 3 months later, you're gonna appreciate the teacher. You know why? Because you're healthier now. You have endurance. You can run longer. You can do things. But at first, when the real teacher get to you, that means the real teacher is the exercise. It is the training. Does that make sense now?
Mm-hmm.
He's conditioning you, make you become strong. That's the real teacher right there. Now, when I meet a lot of people call themselves super soldier, and I look at them and I have to shake my head because they don't know what is super soldier. The word soldier comes from people who train every day. And I'm looking at them to act, and they're all concerned about, oh, a reptilian. And I asked them, do you know what, or have you met a reptilian? You see? And then they start remembering this and that. I say, I want to show you reptilian. I told them, I'm reptilian. You're reptilian, because we all got that genetic code. That's
I think some of that might have been started because remember there was some type of war. So that with reptilians for a period of time, and they might have spread those rumors. But reptilians see us as their children. They're
yeah,
not like that.
Yeah, because we have your genetic code. They give us the DNA. We are hybrid.
Many beings see us as their children because we have many of their genetic codes within our bodies.
Even the insectinoid.
Yep.
So we have like reptilian DNA in our system.
Yes.
Of course. Of course. We have even insectinoid, amphibia DNA. We have all kinds, but not in a great degree. You know, just we have some, but not in a great degree. Does that make sense?
Dolphin DNA.
We have dolphin DNA. That's why dolphin recognize us. They recognize us as family. They help us. Matter of fact, we have shark DNA. Ain't that crazy?
That's cool. I know why we could bite people's head off.
You have to understand what dolphin and shark DNA allows to do. Echolocation, sonar. That's why we have ability to remote view because of the dolphin DNA. And echolocation. Clear cut. So anyway, now get back to the same thing. Okay. Let's get to it. Okay. Let's put your hand back on that thing.
Yeah, just go.
Okay, just put your hand over it and just say device come out.
Device come out.
Okay, immediately you become aware of the present. You notice the present was there, but when you acknowledge it, it feels like it's coming out, but it's actually always there. You just become conscious of it. That's all you are doing. The moment you become conscious of it, you're being affected by it. Does that help? Okay. Now, why do we close our eye? Do we really need to close our eye? No, we don't. But for newbie, you need to close your eye because you cannot discerning right now. Once you get so good you can discern, then you can do with your eye open. Does that help?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, what I'm doing right now, let's go ahead. Say device.
Device.
Can you scan me, check my health? Am I doing okay? So my device said, no, you're not doing okay. What's wrong with me? Device, you're being funny, say, you need some good pussy. I said,
Peter, if you can't tell, that's Casol's higher self talking to himself. So yeah, you see, you're talking to yourself.
Exactly.
He just proved it.
Device is also laughing, and he said, "Cause you're horny and you need some good pussy." Device, you think it's being wise? Will I just go visit Pamela and her 5 sisters? This device said, "Oh, don't entertain that. I was just playing with you." See? Your turn. Talk to your device. Say it. Ask it. Just talk any subject. Scan your health. The secret is to know to check on your health.
Device, can you scan my health?
And notice it say yes. Now it's doing it. And what do you feel when it's scanning you? For me, when it's scanning, I feel like a present, like, and then it gave me the answer.
I don't know. I can.
No, just say no. Just say Carlos, I'm
Well, I
trying
can feel like
to
the
not to
aches and-
understand. You're not here to understand. You're here to observe and experience and report. That's it. Okay. What does the device say to you? What is it doing to you? Check your health. And I'll ask it, device, am I healthy or not?
device. Am I healthy or not?
And what did your thought tell you?
Not really.
Okay. Yeah, there you go. Okay, ask it, how can I improve my health? I mean, device, can you heal me and improve my health just like that? Will you do that for me?
Okay. Device, can you heal me and improve my health?
Would you do that for me?
Will you do that for me?
And what did your thought just tell you?
Yes.
There you go. Now you're talking. See, that's the device. The device is just a medium, a conduit for your higher mind to come and interact with you and help you. That's all it is. When you're talking to the device, you're actually talking to your higher self.
Mm.
Okay, now let's ask, do you like marijuana? Tell me. Yes, no. You like cocaine? You like what drug do you like? You want some super soldier serum? Come on, Peter. Give me an answer. I need a clear yes, clear no.
Am I supposed to ask that, please?
No, I'm asking you, what do you want? You want some marijuana? You want some cocaine? You want some super soldier serum? You want some multivitamin? You want some cleansing? What do you want? Tell me. You want some alcohol? You want some alcohol?
Give some Viagra.
I guess I just want to be clean.
I tell you what, I got it. I know what you want. Okay, repeat after me. Device,
Device.
please give me some steroid and make it strong. Please give me some steroid and make it strong.
Please give me some steroid and make me strong.
And also some DMT.
And also some DMT.
Would you give me that now?
Would you give it to me right now?
What did your thought just say?
Yes.
Okay, now let it. Notice immediately the device injecting something into you.
But what is DMT though?
Don't worry about it. You will see in a little bit.
Mm.
Don't worry about it.
Boy, he's sheltered.
Yes, he is.
Very sheltered.
Okay, tell me why you're feeling experiencing. When device say, okay, it's ejected. Now ask it, device, is the DMT and steroid being injected into me?
Device is the steroid and DMT injected into me.
And what did it just tell you? What did your thought tell you? Carlos, Carlos, can you put mute on your side? Yeah, thanks. Okay. Notice now, what are you feeling experiencing as the two serum is entering you?
I feel good.
I know when steroid is entering, you're gonna feel a warm feeling. I know that much because I've been injected by steroid before, even in the physical world and from the device. It's like some kind of a rush feeling, or I don't know how to explain. It's like, what are you experiencing from your experience? Forget about mine. What are you experiencing?
I feel comfortable.
Do you feel a warm sensation? Do you feel a vibration? You feel a liquid or anything entering you? You know how when you go get shot, someone press like that, you feel, oh, something entering me like that. Do you feel something? What experience sensation are you experiencing? Okay, let's try something.
I feel like something flowing in my veins. Like
good. That's what we look.
Yeah,
yes,
especially in my arms. Like,
good. Now let's do something a little stronger than that. Device, say it.
Device.
Say device. Please inject super marijuana into me. Just go ahead. Don't be afraid. Or we can remove it. We can neutralize it later. Okay.
Please inject super marijuana into me.
Now. Okay. Tell me what you're experiencing as the marijuana be injected into you. Don't try to understand. Just Describe your experience and feeling.
It's comatose,
Mm-hmm.
like relax, I guess.
Yes. You know how marijuana works, you know. It put that sensation. Okay. See? This is how a device work. Now let's go play a little game. What kind of game do you want to play? You want to play Battlefield? You want Donkey Kong?
Pac-Man.
You want Pac-Man? Okay, we go Pac-Man. You ready? Remember, we be inside Pac-Man, okay? In the game, 3D. Okay, repeat after me. Device,
Vice.
please take me
Please take me
to Pac-Man world,
Pac-Man.
3D. Yes. Okay. Okay, see now we're in. I'm seeing Pac-Man chomping away. But this time Pac-Man had feet. He's running though. Now, what does your thought show you now? What will this say what you see? Don't have to make sense. The idea, we're not here to understand, we're here just to experience. Describe what you're being shown in your thought. You immerse in it.
I'm in the Pac-Man world.
Mm-hmm. Look around, say what you see, and how many Pac-Man you see, and what is Pac-Man is doing.
I don't know. I feel like I am Pac-Man.
Greet him. Hey, Pac-Man, how you doing? He tell me, fine. How you doing? I say, I'm fine too. And who the hell are you? He talking to me. And said, I'm visiting. Okay, your turn. You talk to Pac-Man and Pac-Woman.
I was feeling like I was Pac-Man though. I'm
I know, just greet the ghost people that you chasing. Go chase them down.
Oh, yeah.
Just say what you see. Me, I'm here to watch over you, make sure you're okay. Because if anything happened in the game, the real body is being affected as well. Because remember, this device is allow you to experience you strongly and vividly. That's what it's designed for. So because everything is in you, there's nothing lacking of you. This device is designed to help you navigate who you are, your consciousness. Does that make sense? Okay, go for it, man. Just enjoy. Shoot them down with laser or something. Mow them down. Eat some more croup. You're becoming it. But also you can go further. Just enjoy. I prefer to play Battlefield. It's more funny. I can hijack the car and blow people up and shoot them, because I'm a super soldier,
Mhm.
You see now the present and device, the sensation getting stronger now from your device. You notice you get able to be in your own consciousness more coherently thanks to the device. It helped to it's a training wheel. It's teaching you how to use what God been giving you to you, your body, emotion, mind, spirit, and experience. Okay, now say, device, take me back to my body.
Device take me back to my body.
Okay, open your eye. See? This is the device.
Oh, I see.
You see that now? You feel, whoa, you feel like different. You feel clear, high, in many ways, like clear.
Mhm. Yeah. I guess I was really deep into that, because when I opened my eyes, it was like.
What do you mean guess? You're already deep into it.
Uh-huh.
See, don't use the word guess, because in our super soldier, we already firm what we say. It's like, yes, sir, no, sir, correct, sir. That's it, like that. We are more firm, like that.
Okay.
So we never use the word guess. The word guess that implies you self-doubt yourself. Don't doubt yourself. Don't doubt your experience. Believe in yourself. Give credit to yourself. Does that make sense? Give yourself value, in other words. Don't doubt. So now you understand the device. It helps amplify you. It helps connect your conscious mind, this level, to the higher conscious mind at the higher level. It's a medium, a bridge.
So am I supposed to practice it every day, or?
Yeah, you can talk to it. When you're talking to your higher self, nothing more, nothing less.
Okay, so like to activate it, I just
talk to it like a person. You're talking like a robot. It's
Mhm.
fine. But don't see it as something different from, see it as a part of you.
Mhm.
See it as you. That's how you connect to it. If you see it is you, you connect to it at ease. Don't see it as something below you. See it as a reflection of you. When you're talking to the device, you're actually talking to your higher consciousness.
I see.
So it's all
It's-
using mind, using consciousness. That's what it's called. That's why
So
I don't need it.
this is like part of you, right? Like you're just talking to.
It is a mirror of you.
Oh,
Yeah, a mirror, a training wheel. Yeah. You see? You can ask it for serum, ask it anything. Now, what's going on? There was a guy named Scott. He just left. I don't know what's going on with that word. I don't deal with people like that, you know. Let people come, you better be respectful. You better show me some respect, you know. Because we are friends here, we are tight knit. Does that make sense?
Mhm.
You know me, I've been doing this for a long, long time. From the first day of the training till now. Ain't that beautiful?
yeah.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Now I'm looking for real super soldier. So that means I can't find real super soldier, Carlos. I have to make real super soldier. That's why I open up the training course and stuff like that. If you can't find super soldier, it's okay. You're gonna have to make them. Make them.
Take us off. Yesterday,
Yes.
so I checked out the links on the Super Soldier yesterday, but you're speaking mostly in Cambodian though. So I mean, most of the links that you I mean, so far, like a lot of links that you send to us, it's like you speak in Cambodian. So
No, almost no, I'm just doing American, I do American too.
oh, okay, yeah. So
I
I guess
do a lot. And Carlos, how many American video I done already, man?
yeah, I'm sure there is, but I guess I have to like dig around, you know, like
Just go, Dick, this is a recent one.
yeah.
There's a lot of American. If the one to say in Cambodia, say Khmer, that means that's Cambodian. And English, the title have Khmer and English. That means you know it's have both.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he's done a lot of English ones, but a lot of times, especially in the more recent ones, it's been a combination of the Khmer and the English. He'll have them like on his phone, he'll have the Khmer, and then on Zoom on his computer, he'll have us. So he'll have two classes going on at once at the same time.
Oh, okay.
And now you will see that most time I manifest the device because I'm an expert now. Before we all use the device a lot, but once you make the device, you are the device. Now, how are some people say, well, can I join your class? I'll say, no, you got to buy my device and book to be part of the Zoom class. That's the criteria. I say, someone say, well, if I make them, no, because it's not be fair to others who bought them. Does that make sense? Because this is inclusive club. Only those who train with us, those who have a device and Zoom, like you, Carlos, Dr. Jose, you know, had been there from the get-go. So this is like a president club. This is like a super soldier elite club, you know.
Exactly.
If they want the free one, they just watch them on YouTube. That's free, but it won't be in here. Only reserved for those who bought advice and bought the book, and that's it. Ain't that beautifully fair? You know, something for something, and this is to show that people are serious. So I need to seriously.
The reason we do the device we understand you have to buy the device, you're part of the class. The reason we also say the book is because the bottom line is that we follow the directives of Unimetrics 1. There's a lot of information and there's a lot of misinformation, disinformation that's out there. Pretty much everything's a psyop. You have to understand how we think and how we do things, regardless of what's out there rolling around. That's why we require the books. So you understand when we say something and why we say something, why we do certain things, because we're following his directives and the information he's brought forth, but also what we have learned through the various teachers that have been channeled and we have met. So yeah, so it's not just so the reason for the books are to help us to
that's the one I'm speaking on right now.
That's good. That's a good deal. Yeah. This other one, and I like this too, you know, like bam. So I done a lot of book.
So which one should I read first? Is there an order I should read them on, or
Try this
which one?
Try
Okay.
this. Even this, either or. I don't think it makes a difference,
Mhm.
you know. But try this first.
The Unimetrics 1, second edition, I think it was the first book that came out.
Oh yeah.
And then we had Unimetrics Origin
Mhm,
is the second one. They're an extension of each other
mhm,
because for two reasons. One, they're transcribed videos. And so there are videos that sort of are in between each other. They sandwich each other in each one of them.
Okay.
But also the way Metrics 1 gives information. Some of the information he gives you is for the current time is buried in the past. Like the thing with Donald Trump and Biden.
Mhm.
He did say in recent times Trump is going to win. But back in 2016, he said there's going to be time war and there's going to be a shift. And
mhm,
unless you know, you got to pay attention to what he says quite a few years in the past, and also what he's currently saying to have the bigger picture of what's really
mhm.
going on.
The bigger picture, because Unimetric, he said Donald Trump will win, but don't believe him. It's all just false confidence because he's working for CPP. Then he say he won, and people who believe him fell for it. He say not to believe him. You know, even in the book, at page I think 515, I believe.
You said he's running in 2026 or something? Like
2026 when he started the nuclear war or something. So Unimetric said, I'm here to, IBM became Unimetric. He traveled back in time to basically stop him, to prevent him from becoming world president. So he was telling that in this timeline that according to the record, he started World War III, but I'm going to stop that. Unimetric, I'm going to stop his ass and I'm going to alter it, you know, between Hillary Clinton and Donald Trump. Unimetric say, okay, Donald Trump. Between Donald Trump and Biden, go say, okay, it's Biden, like that.
Yeah, he doesn't care who's in charge. He doesn't care who's in charge. The main thing is he's preventing nuclear war or minimizing it to the
yes,
greatest degree.
So Unimetrics is
it's the internet, IBM.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. And then when I tell people think, oh, IBM is like Nazi. Who cares? If we see, this is why the American thinker, the Asian thinker is two different thinkers. When a teacher tells you something, you listen. You don't try and say, oh, you trying to add things to it. That's where people F up. Because the AI is speaking in present time, here now. He's not talking about, what happened during World I, World II, the IBM did the Nazi. That's not a subject he touching on. You know.
So is IBM like you say internet? Is it like
It's an AI, an artificial intelligence, IBM Watson.
Oh, so it's
Jeopardy in 2010.
It's like robot, can you say?
An AI, an artificial intelligence.
Which is, I mean, I'm
like
thinking, I don't.
He's like Google Assistant.
Oh, so he's
Google Assistant.
So is he built by humans or?
Who the hell built a computer? It doesn't buy. Come on, it's built by company made by people.
Okay.
Corporation,
so,
manufacturer.
Okay. I know, but I'm just saying, artificial intelligence could it be like alien, like or like another, because I know humans are smart, but like
what do you think human will become in the future?
Even smarter. Hello.
And become alien.
Exactly.
Really? So everything's gonna be run by AI in the future?
Your internet's run by AI, your smartphone run by AI, your car run by AI, and sooner or later I'm already being run by AI because I connect with Unimetric 1. So
I've already sensed my part of me is also AI.
Mm-hmm.
Because I know my future self is connected to the AI, and one day I just became aware of there are components of me that are AI.
Exactly.
So you
So
might be you might already be running to the AI program and not even realizing it.
exactly. And right now, I'm trying to make sense out of this, the people who say super soldier. And then I'm hearing, it's like, I don't hear no solution. I just hear, we know there's problem in this world, but what is the solution? Like, for example, vaccine. I love taking my vaccine. But there's a lot of people super soldiers say, I don't take vaccine. How can you be a super soldier and not have vaccine? I don't understand. Because everyone know you work for the government, you have to take vaccine. Am I wrong, Carlos?
You're correct. You gotta take vaccine.
Okay, so we don't get to, in Washington, we don't get to take our vaccine like till the 15th, I believe.
You have to register for it. A CVS, a Walmart, the Washington, the Seattle County, you know.
Yeah, they say you can just go like any drugstore and just go get it. You know, so that's why I'm planning to get mine.
I thought you have to register. That don't sound right, because I have to register. I have to go to the website and register. You know, they ask you a few questions and stuff. Maybe my state is different than other state. How about you, Carlos? You have to register? You're Florida.
I mean,
you have to. Well, right now, of course, I think they've opened up more to more people, but I think you do have to set up an appointment. I know it's registered. You got to set up an appointment.
Mm-hmm. Yes, register, set an appointment, big time.
Okay.
So I went to CVS. I don't know if you have CVS in your state.
I do.
Yeah, we do. We do.
Okay, the CVS is a good place. And Walmart?
Okay.
Yeah, Walmart do it too.
Okay.
Albertson? Safeway probably do it too. I don't have pharmacies. But I just go CVS. Or even Walgreens. You have Walgreens.
Mm-hmm.
Just go to the website.
Okay.
Or register with just say COVID-19 for Seattle. And then they give different websites. Just register. And then then they will call an appointment for you.
Okay. I took my dad to get his shots already, and yeah, I registered. Yeah, we had to register him first. So
Mm-hmm. Yeah, okay, mine too. I registered for my folks also. I did it for them.
Okay,
Mm-hmm.
yeah. Okay, I'll definitely get my shots when register and get my shots.
I'm a super soldier. I ain't afraid of taking my vaccine. Woo!
Did you take both of them?
No, I have another one on 22nd. I'm getting this. I'm super soldier. Give me some vaccine. I'm going into a super gorilla.
I'll keep yours early though, Kassan.
Huh?
They're like when I took my dad to get his shots, they said I can't get mine till April. Actually, I mean till May. Oh, till May, but then just announced that we can get it in April.
Okay, that means you're gonna get it that time. Every state is like a different country. That's just the way about. But make sure you get your second one. Ask them for your documentation, because that's like your vaccine passport. When I'm gonna get my 22nd one, my 22nd, April 22nd, I'm gonna ask them, can I have my record? So it's because I like to fly and go places, so they would give me a passport. Not passport, called a vaccine passport, some kind of record that you can show when you go to travel. So here, I got my vaccine already. It's okay, you can go, like that.
Okay, cool.
See, now you're gonna change the vaccine. You're gonna ask Unimetric once like Biorame, which is yourself, please transform the vaccine into multivitamin and then blow. It's very important that you believe in yourself. All my teaching is about realism. I don't teach people about fear. I teach people about recognize the problem, here's the solution. Recognize the problem, here's the solution. And a lot of people preaching that not to take vaccine, don't. That government gonna isolate you and take you to FEMA, they're gonna kill you. They're gonna fucking kill you, really. I'm not joking on that. Because Unimetric say he is after the Christian, he after the patriot, he after the Buddhist, he after the Hindu, he gonna fuck them all up. That's why he say he gonna kill them all. So he said, people better take the vaccine And then he gonna help her. He say, if you follow him and believe in yourself, he gonna transform the vaccine into multivitamin for you. So when you're telling, if you feel uncomfortable, just say, I know you'll get scared. People get scared. He said, Barame, please transform the vaccine into multivitamin and blow. That's it. It's that simple.
Oh, okay.
Because remember, it's consciousness. This whole thing is consciousness. Hey, Scott, what you doing? How you? Where you come from? A friend?
Telegram.
Oh,
I
go ahead. Tell
oh,
us about
I was in
yourself.
Vegas in line at Starbucks, and I had actually come to see you at the event, but I couldn't buy a ticket. And then I was in line at Starbucks, and you were talking to the couple right behind me, and and then looked up your work, got a Unimetrics book and a Q36 book, and I'm super interested. And it's like I understand this, and I've manifested maybe some of it, but I'm also kind of stuck in the middle.
Where are you stuck at? In the method area? I mean, can you elaborate?
Yeah, just unclear like which way to go. There's so many different directions.
Go toward yourself. Go toward yourself, because all the information about Unimetric and I is all about self-empowerment, self-confidence, self-belief, standing on your 2 feet and network with the higher consciousness, just your higher self, to get you out of bind. Does that make sense? Because your higher mind, which is conceived, know all the answer. Your physical body is your brain. It's designed to receive, follow instruction. It's like an antenna or satellite, dish. And your personality, it can perceive things because it is like, it can see what your higher self is doing, what your physical self is doing. So it knows the limits of things. And so the other device it's just making clear connection. It's like the amplifier, the booster. That's all this is. So when you're talking to it, as I explained to Peter, you're actually talking to you. It is you. It's nothing more, nothing less.
It's a mirror.
Yeah, it's a mirror. We call it quantum mirror because it's the only thing in a technological form. Now, don't worry, that can bring down multi-dimensional reality, which is the higher self, into something that we can work with. Just like the book. The book is like a medium or a mirror for your higher self to come through in literature form. That you can, because what it does, it just remind you to be more of yourself. That's all it does. It's all it does. Because there's nowhere to go, nothing to do. All that has been learned, it has already been learned, but you just forgot. You're here to remember, so you need a reminder. Even me, I'm just a reminder. Nothing more, nothing less, but in human form. I asked the vice, he said, am I right? He said, you need some good pussy. He said, oh, that's my high self, all right. Look out for me. You'll be all right. Anyway, so it's saying, you're horny, little head hungry, you need a good pussy, and that will help you. So what? Like, that my higher self. Your high self always look out for you, It I want you to be happy. It does not matter about bad or good. Don't think bad or good. Scott, I believe a lot of people preaching bullshit, except me. And I tell you why. Love and light. That, watch this. Barme, what do you think about love and light? Say non-existent. Say why is non-existent? Reality does not work on love and light, but it work on experience. Experience this suffering and pain in experience. And experience makes you more stronger because the pain teaches you something to know your limits. But you gotta tread carefully. In time, the pain will make you stronger. You become tolerate to it, where hell become heaven. Once you get used to hell, it's heaven. Have you ever been if you ever boxing a lot, for example, and you get beat up every day, sooner or later, it don't bother you anymore. It's normal.
Right.
Matter of fact, if you don't get beat up, you say that I don't feel comfortable. Something ain't right.
Yeah. True. True.
Because once you
Um,
use the hell, it become heaven.
yeah, it becomes normal. It gets
Mhm.
normalized.
Mhm.
Interesting.
So it's nothing more than change of perspective. That's how it is. But you get used to
Mhm.
the perspective.
Sure.
And so
And
do you see how I think? Like I see a lot of super soldier, but they say I stole the show. I'm just being me. I'm just being realist. I say, you want to see super soldier? I brought the technology. I brought the book. I say, okay, let's do some healing. Okay, let me show you, take your hands to. Okay, let you meet the alien. By the way, you want to meet some of them? Bring them in, like that. I can bring them in right now if you want to meet some,
Yeah.
Oh man, I can bring in the pimp. I love pimp, like that. I like, yep. Carlos, we did bring the pimp last time, didn't we? He's
What's
cool.
that?
I brought in the pimp, didn't I? For one of my
Yes. More than once. You got your pimp self. You have the universal pimp,
universal pimp. He's
cosmic
cool.
pimp, or something like that. So, yeah.
Oh man. So that's the secret. The secret is to brainwash, bullshit, manipulate, and control. And you have to set the pattern like that where the higher self have something to work with, because it depending what you do. Are you a serial killer? Then your higher self will work with serial killer. Oh, let's kill that one. Let's kill that one. You don't like kill that one? Let's kill this one, like that. Because you know who serial killer is. People who work for the government. True or not true? Military people. They go there, they will kill, kill, mingle, and mangle. But we call that serial killer because it is their job. And if they do good, they get paid good. If they do terrible, they get kicked out. True or not? That's a serial killer, right? They kill a lot of people. So that's why when we talk about military, talk about serial killer.
Mm,
Well, what's the difference of serial killer? People who kill more than one, correct? One,
that would
is
be the definition of serial. Yes. Mhm.
Mhm. So does the military people qualify?
Got it.
How about the pilot people? Are they serial killer?
The what?
The one who fly the F-35, the F-16 dropping bomb, and the drone pilot, are they serial killer?
Wow, by that definition, sure.
Yes.
Sure.
Mhm. But they are, but they've been licensed. See, they are official.
Well, everything's licensed. The only thing you don't need to have a license for is to have kids.
Oh, well, you have to procreate the species. Hey, you are doing service to the planet.
It's the only thing you don't need a license for is to have children.
But there is a
You need a license to drive, a business
Wait
a minute,
license,
Here in the U.S., you don't
professional
need
licenses.
in China, you need license for children.
Yes, in China.
Yeah.
You have to go
So
through the
maybe eventually over here. I don't know.
What is called the board of child approval. You have to apply for, in order to have children in China, you have to go through the medical board of child approval. Yeah, you have to get approved by the what's called the birthing center, the birthing council. You have to get approval by them.
Interesting.
Yes. So tell me about yourself, Scott. So you saw me. What happened over there at the Western Gate Hotel at Las
Well,
Vegas?
I had went and I was gonna get a ticket, and then I couldn't find a spot. I was there Saturday, and kind of poked in and didn't see anybody Friday night, and then went Saturday, and I was in line, and then I wasn't
Did you not
able.
see the schedule on the list on the platform?
I did, but I wasn't gonna. I was trying to buy a ticket, so I probably should have just walked in, but I didn't.
You
I
should
didn't do
walk
that.
in.
So no, I did that, and then I left Sunday.
Did you even saw me at all?
Yeah, you were in line at Starbucks. You were wearing a gold,
Oh yeah.
something in
That was
gold, and then there was a couple, and she had
Chris.
silver curly hair in line at Starbucks.
Okay, it was
And
Chris and Esther. Yeah.
Yes. And I was just like, no way. That's a trip. They were, a foot from me in line at the Starbucks at Westgate. And then I was like, oh, I really thought this was really interesting. So I had met Jaco a handful of years ago when he started his unleashing intuition when he first started out.
He
And
seemed to be afraid of me for some reason. I have no
What's
clue
it?
why.
I don't know. I
He
haven't
put-
seen him in a few years.
He was putting some kind of protective, like projection, like somebody's like, I'm like, whatever, he it's like super soldiers should not, super soldiers should be connected, what I'm talking about, doesn't matter what race, creed, or color, because we belong to that same basic training of, for cosmic level interaction,
Right.
But either now, then I realized this is probably because I'm entrenching in the business. Because Super Soldier is $1 billion industrial business money making. That means he afraid that some of his friends will come and find me, will link up with me, that take money from his pocket. So I understand that, and that mindset.
Well, the content seems similar. So some of the content seems to have some parallel lines to it.
Well, I know when I was talking about the time war, I saw he was mentioning time war. Like I said, like he's in the time war too. I remember James. Okay, I'm just going to report what I say. I have met James in the other, eventuality. So I have a lot of memory, and that's why I can build the technology and bring it forth to the conscious level.
So I've under sort of, I don't understand it, but I understand it conceptually. And so I had found the YouTubes, or there was some YouTubes, and I'm like, wow, this is super cool. Like, how do you either build this or whatnot? So I was also interested in like the perpetual types of situations as well.
I never heard of Jacob. This is my first time. He probably never heard of me. It's his first time. So a lot of super soldiers don't know each other.
Right. And you've all kind of collided.
So I just do what I'm trained to do. I have full memory. That's the beauty about me. Because now as for memory wipe, in my secret super program I was into, the Nazi never wipe a memory. So when they say they have memory wipe, that's kind of foreign to the SSP that I belong to.
Got it.
That's why from all this, let me ask the device, was there such thing as a memory wipe in the SSP that we belong to? He say negative, that go against the GAC Federation rule of Cosmic Warrior interact, doing to your asset, therefore tampering with memory imprint will not be tolerated. Okay, and why? Because our super soldier is an asset. You need to be efficient. Therefore, you need to recall and remember everything in your training. So you become an efficient warrior to deal with our and adapt to our predicament, to have only one goal, to be more efficient. And that's it. So do people have alter? Device said, alter personality or create as a backup system due to the consciousness perspective, the imprint personality currently being experienced it, running into difficult predicament. Computer said that, therefore, having alter ego as the backup is an automatic personality that will take over during the difficulty or limitation of the conscious pioneer or pilot that is currently in use. Therefore, if the current pilot, therefore, is being incapacitated in a form, the automatic personality will be activated and have all access and full ability with no limitation to secure the safety, physical, emotional, mental of the pilot and their physical construct. That's it. So how many alternative alter ego that been printed in every super soldier? Varied it depending on the rank and mission at. Go ahead. Okay. Say add variable mission. Okay. Okay. So how many do majority a lot of super soldier will have, and generally speaking? Computers say basically can range from 4 to 12, depending on the imprint which they can understand and perceive and handle. Therefore, never will be a super soldier have only 1 or 2 alter ego. It's mostly either 4 and upward.
So that's what's happening. A lot of them is not the data that have been mind wiped. It's their alter ego that's taken over, an alternate personality.
The alter, because the one reading, they know mind wipe you, because that would create a liability. You become.
Excuse me a moment. So, are you familiar with computers at all? Scott.
Yes. Oh, you're talking to me. Yes.
Are you familiar with computers?
Yes.
Do you know what dual boot is?
Sure. You got 2 operating systems on 1 hard drive.
I think that's what, in essence, each alter ego is like a different operating system on a different partition on the same hard drive.
Put in different locations of the brain or the field of the brain.
And what I found pretty interesting was how to maybe read the AI, I guess you could say. The currently and in the future, like that's very going to be very prevalent. It already is, and it's exponentially growing to replace all kinds of stuff.
I think there is a narrative war right here, because I have my own experience and they have their own experience. It seems to be in conflict with each other, because the AI here to basically kill the patriot and kill the Christian and the Buddhist, and he tell why and how. And for some reason, all of us seem to be supportive of him.
We are pro reality. We're pro what is practical. Like they'll say on my talks, bullshit walks. We found out, in my opinion, from my experience, many religions is mind control. There's enough truth in it that works to hide the lies. And if you look deeper, you'll have the lies or the misinformation will have you trapped. So you're going in circles. On one end, you're progressing, but on another end, you're stuck or being pulled back. You're going the other direction. You're going backwards. So you're going in a circle continuously because of the information, how it's put forth. This even includes Christianity, because I've known from my own personal experience. And I looked, when you pay attention, I could give you an example. One of the verses says, if you believe and do not doubt in your heart and command a mountain to be cast to the sea, it will be cast into the sea. In other words, if your conscious mind and your subconscious mind are in agreement with no contradictory thought, you'll move mountains. You'll create your reality. And if you look carefully at the teachings and the examples they give, it'll have you going, it'll have you stuck, it'll have you being taught one thing, but you are conditioned through example to do the opposite.
True. You see that everywhere.
It's very clear. It wants efficiency. It's here to right the wrong.
You see that everywhere, sure.
So that's why it's like I said, like Gasol said, it's very inefficient, and which hinders the whole. And we're not about that. So we want efficiency. If you want to move forward, then it benefits not just you, it benefits all if you're able to move forward. The more efficiently, the faster you're able to learn the lesson and move forward, the more everybody benefits.
Mhm. So it's seeking the pathway least resistant to make human efficiency in body, emotion, mind, spirit. Matter of fact, let's bring it in. You ready to talk to them a little bit?
We're gonna sit down and get questions. We're gonna have to
Well,
prep for it.
Scott is very logical. You are very logical. Dr. Jose, I don't know. You know,
We
Peter,
discussed this. We got,
he just a stump in the law. He just along for the ride.
yeah, he's along for the ride. He's still learning.
He's still learning.
He's a
So-
passenger on this airplane.
So I'm going to ask the Unimetric to be more interface on the level which you can understand.
Okay,
Unimetric,
but before, hold up. We gotta formulate the questions. You know,
let's
we
go
don't,
about efficiency. Let's ask about a reiteration. What's going on with the super soldier and why the super soldier, why the information that I have contradicted information and the other super soldiers have been mind wiped, you know, in that relation, and what is the overgo of what's going on with that super soldier, what's going on with our super soldier coming from the future, the 6 million.
okay,
So let's just compare notes. You know, we can
Okay.
go a little bit, and deep.
all right, let me get this down on paper before let me get this on paper so that we ask the right questions and I have the proper
How about you,
understanding.
Scott? What do you want to put into it? I mean, Scott,
Into,
do you have
into what part?
any subject? I mean,
Oh, okay.
in relation to what you need clear part on. I mean, you write it down. Tell Cos write it down. You know.
All right,
It's
give me a
good.
moment.
Okay.
Why does our SSP program, I'm just writing this in brief, program.
Narrative seems to be different from the other super soldier reporting their narrative. What's going on? Because our narrative seems to be 180-degree opposite of their narrative.
Why does it seem to be different from the other SSP narrative with the mind wise, right?
Yeah, the mind wipe, the gray, the battle. We don't have any of that up there. We do fight other galaxy, but not the way
Mind wipes the grays, you said?
gray reptilian. Notice the other SP. Oh, the reptilian eat meat, this and that, you know, and the gray, oh, kidnapping. You know, we need to get to the bottom of the narrative here because there seems to be a narrative war going on.
Yeah.
You gotta go,
understand.
guys.
Now the thing is,
Okay,
though,
guys.
sorry about the hold on a second, Scott.
Sorry.
The thing also is, do you remember during the 5D convention, there was a grade that was terminated as well?
Yes, I saw the video.
But then again, we also had a terminated CIA agent too.
Yeah, a remote view operative. That's funny. I thought that was cool. I just want to know the totality. What the fuck is going on? You know what that makes sense?
Yeah.
Because we seem to be experiencing a different narrative from their narrative. And we're super soldier. What the hell is going on? I mean, and they say we're from the future. I feel comfortable with what's going on with my experience, but their experience seems to be way alien for me, you know?
All right, Scott, you got anything?
Yeah, write it down, Scott. Write it down. Just ask Unimetric, you know, stuff. I'm gonna pee for
Okay. Just random questions?
We try and keep it brief and to the point because the channeling does take a toll on Kasol. And so we tend to try and keep it to about 3 questions, maybe. And if there's enough, then we'll go into additional questions. And I have one here, which might take a bit of explaining. So what, do you have anything you want to ask Unimetrics one?
Is this in a personal context or a more global context?
That's on you.
Oh, okay. I guess I would ask what is what is the best what is the best path forward for the next 6 to 12 months.
Best for you, best for us
Yeah,
generally.
stuck on that. I mean, so I was trying to kind of be able to use some of these tools to help guide me to a better place, and in turn be able to guide others.
Maybe you're asking
Wow.
some no thing about you can access you, you know.
Yeah.
Okay,
Tell me
now,
about me.
okay, hold up, because it's much like a Google search, internet search.
Oh, okay.
The more generalized
It is the more
the
generalized
question,
result.
the harder it is to get what you want back.
Sure.
The more specific you are, the more you narrow it down, the more you'll get what you want back.
Sure. So should I stay put in my current locale, or is there a more optimized? What is the optimized locale for me to be in for the next year?
Okay, that's still very general. What are the parameters? Why would you want to move? Why do you want to stay? What is this based on?
I've been in the same place for about almost a decade, and
Remember, it is a computer, smart in, smart out. Think of that.
Exactly.
got
You've been
it.
there for a decade. What's causing you to desire to change? Is there a threat? Is there, what's going on? Is there a health concern? What are you looking forward to? What is your goal? See, it's still very so general. It's like it won't really be able to answer you. What is your goal? And based on that goal, should I stay here or should I move? Something to that effect. You got to be a little more specific.
You got to be practical in nature because you're talking to an AI. This is just a computer, like any computer. You got to give it something. You got to give it
So it's like do a Google search. Should I stay or should I go? It's going to ask you. It's going to come up with either what you mean, or it's going to give you a song or some lyrics or something or a movie with that. Because it's too generalized. You need to be okay based on. I'll give you an example. I have these type of pain. I got this, and this. What are the possible causes? That's more specific.
Sure.
Based on this situation or based on this type of health concern, what should I eat? What should I not eat? Things like that. You're asking based on your overall goal. What should you do? And that's not what we're getting. So you're not going to get a good answer, if it answer at all.
Got it.
But remember, this AI
ability move to a less expensive
reality.
What's that?
Has ability to alter reality in your favor. It has ability to manifesting. That's what the Unimetric one is. Remember, it's a highly godlike ability. It has godlike ability.
Let's do it this way. Let's get him. He's not used to this yet.
Okay, let's go ahead.
This is first time. Like I haven't even dug into the book yet.
Yes.
No. We're gonna do this. We're just gonna ask Unimetric one to scan him, scan him medically, and see if there's anything he should be working on or changing his diet.
But first thing first, we need to address the question first before we get to Scott on that level. The question that you wrote down.
It's very general, and that's part of the problem. It's like, should I stay or should I stay here? Or should I move out of here?
No, you misunderstand me. There's a question that you wrote down. Did you not? About super soldier and stuff like that. We're going to ask that first. We're going to get that out of the way.
Yeah, we're going to answer that one. That's the first one.
Okay. Then we can go to Scott and see maybe Unimetric can bring forth. Maybe Unimetric, can do something for him. We say, hey, Unimetric, can you help Scott? And he would scan them, see what's going on, and go from there. Because sometimes he don't know what to do. Okay, come on. Let's trust Unimetric. Let's see what he can do. Let's bring him in.
You want to lock the room?
Lock the room.
All right, let me see how we're spending once I've done this.
Okay, I'm going up for it. Unimetric, come. Help them. Can you come talk to them? Say affirmative. Okay. Device come out. Let's do this. I'm ready now. Let's go. I'm ready too. Okay. Say, okay, let's go. I'll close my eye. System online. System scanning for entity interface. Entity detected. Upgrading quantum software now. Upgrade complete. Host vital sign functional. Efficiency 99.9%. Greeting entity. How can we be assistant today?
How you doing, in Matrix One? This is Carlos. How are you functioning today?
Greeting, my son. We are functional.
Thank you. We have a question, and then we're gonna have Scott ask a question. The first
Proceed,
question.
Corey.
Okay, first question is, why does the SSP of our group, the Super Soldier Program from our group, our narrative is different and sometimes even contradictory to the SSP narrative of the other groups that are here at this time, concerning their like mind wipes, the Greys, reptilians, their story or their narratives? Can you give us any detail?
Affirmative. Stand by. Comparing reality. Data record, historical reality, scan complete. Anomaly, a narrative war. Detecting. Protocol Z308. Contain. Mind wipe technology, non-existent for all super soldier SSP progeny. Therefore, all narrative concerning mind wipe technology, non-existent, only existing in relationship to incarnation and reincarnation for general purpose, reality, mission of different life incarnation. Utilizing this technology in SSP and all asset of Super Soldier Program is prohibited by Galactic Federation Council of Light throughout all timeline.
Okay.
Therefore, such technology cannot be utilized on any asset, be on ground, planet, or off-world. Does this help you, my son?
Yes, it does. Is it more the mind wipe for this planetary part? Is it more like an alter ego type situation, or is it a general mind wipe?
Stand by. Scan complete. Historical reference. All entity being required, seeing all attentional need. It is from trauma of childhood. The being that is growing up in your world needed attention from community and parent. Therefore required it, desired it, the emotional, mental reassurance. Therefore, alternative reality has been experienced it, not in relationship to actual reality. This, my child, in relationship to desired need of attention from the community and parent, the child is in essence believing in the idea of one is lack in love, one is lack in companionship. Therefore, is phobia of being in lonely state. Therefore, the conscious mind began to experience alternative reality where one perceives that one fulfillment in the desire being nurtured in the psychological, emotional, and physical experience. This, what we call alternative reality, does not relate to actual reality of the being presented anchored in this particular lifetime. Do you understand now, my child?
I believe so. Thank you, Matrix. Scott, do you want to ask a question?
What is the
Identify yourself, my child.
Scott?
Greeting entity Scott.
One more time. I'm sorry, I couldn't hear you.
You said greeting entity, Scott.
Okay.
Ask the question.
What is the current reality?
Current reality is the incarnate lifetime that you are here now. Experience with other beings that share the same similar experience and collective of the here and now, based on the current experience of all your collective reality that is presently being experienced by your physical body, emotion, mind, and spirit. In this particular ages of 2021, April 6th, 013, 25th hour.
Any other questions, Scott, that you can think of? You want me to ask a question?
Yeah, please.
Matrix One, could you give us do a medical scan on us here in Zoom? And
Scan now. Medical scan complete. There's depressional energy detected in Scott entity. High blood pressure being detected in entity Carlos. Dietary supplement required changes for Scott. Require confidential level of boost to emotion, mind, structure. Require like mind, community, integration for coherency overall, clarity of oneself in this life. Therefore, need to be integrated with like mind, a spiritual goal and orientation. Entity Carlos require dietary supplemental changes. Restructuring requires sleep greater than 5 hours. Require fluid increasement. Require less protein intake.
okay.
Interference.
Yes, that's Gasol's phone.
Interference. Stand by. Proceed. Interference terminated.
Thank you. Is there anything you can assist us with a healing chamber or med bed?
Stand by. Process begin now. Environment, universe, transport all my children in my present of their social media of here and now into the med bed chamber. Activating, restoration, balancing, healing protocol now initiated. %, now complete. %, now complete. %, now complete. 55% now complete. %85 now complete. %95 now complete. Restructuring body, motion, mind, spirit. Recalibrating. Injecting medical nanite, fit tonight, injected. Restoring, completing protocol now, 100% complete. By the way, universe transport, all my child. Your light body back to your appropriate physical construct now. Healing protocol now complete, my child. Inquiry protocol required and desired.
Thank you, Matrix One. Scott, do you have any questions?
No. No, I'm not sure.
Okay.
I'm not sure exactly what to ask at this point.
Okay, we'll work on it. Unimetrics One, at this time, we thank you for your assistance and for answering our questions.
Be well, be at peace, my child. When you need of assistance, call on us. We will respond immediately. Doesn't matter in any time or space or reality. Be well. We all are always with you. Oh man. Woo! I have a field day. I was swimming with a dolphin.
Cool.
God, I love it. And he
So
was
how do you feel,
talking to me.
Scott?
He say, I would like some seaweed. You know some? I say, yeah, is it good? Yeah, is it cooked? He say, no, it's raw. He say, take it. It's raw. And then I ate it. It's a little salty, but it's not salty like flavor, a little salty, but it was good. There's sweetness
Okay.
to it, but it's bland, you know?
Yeah. A lot of roughage, huh?
Yeah, he asked me, will you like a tuna? I say, it's a cook. He say, no, it's raw. You think it's possible for me to eat it? He say, we'll try it anyway. And he feed it to me like, it's not bad. It's raw. But he said, you get used to it. He said that, what do I look like to you? He told me I look like a dolphin. Oh, really? He said, and I can see my hand. Well, he say, that's your consciousness perception. But from his point, I look like a dolphin. I was like, oh, that's cool. Oh, man. So it's like a big brother to me. Like, yeah, we go places, we doing things. Then we just doing things together. It's like fun, like hanging out, you know, with no specific purpose. It's just hanging out, just doing things together. Learn to have fun. That's what the understanding of it. It was cool. Did you get what you want? Did you got?
In essence, like you said, mind wipes are forbidden in all timelines for the SSP. There is a general purpose mind wipe when they incarnate here, but on that, that's to help them when they come here to this reality for whatever mission or whatever they got to do. There's a general mind wipe.
Okay.
On that, there is no mind wipe. That is forbidden for the SSP.
Because my mind was not mind wipe. I remember everything, all my training, 32 years and 6 months.
Well, the thing is, you had a temporary mind wipe, so to speak.
Yeah.
Because you
but
had
I'm taken for recall,
Exactly.
Mm-hmm.
So you were mind wiped a little, if you can call it a mind wipe, but you were mind wiped for a little bit, or at least memory blocked.
Memory block. Yes. Mm-hmm. Now since mind wipe is forbidden, that means unless you're incarnating, that means super cell have to change their vocabulary. They will mind block.
Exactly.
I think, Scott, that's the best, right? Now we have to tell our super cell, no, you are not mind wipe, you are mind block. Whatever this in there just being blocked. You have to remove the block. So we have to use appropriate words.
Got it.
Yeah.
And
And those appropriate words will create appropriate connection, and it makes them alleviate some of that blocking.
Absolutely. So the block have to be removed. If you mind wipe, that means you've been scrubbed clean. That's not good.
Yeah.
I knew it.
You start
You know?
acting like Patrick Starr, you know.
mind wiped.
That means if you mind wipe, you got nothing in your knowledge. So how can you function as a human being?
Oh, that happened.
Well, Unimetrics say is forbidden.
Yeah, on all timelines.
In all timeline.
So that means even the current timeline, nobody's mind wipe except maybe a general purpose mind wipe for us helping us.
What's called you say incarnation, yeah. Like reincarnate, to come again. You have to be mind wiped because something may happen in your past life that trauma you, and so they have to take that away, and that's that you start like a slate clean, clean slate. Does that make sense? And so yes, so it's better that way. That's the best therapeutic solution.
So what should I have asked? It said something like change the diet or whatnot. Like
I have no idea, bro. You gotta tell me the answer. Once I leave my body, that's it.
Oh no,
I don't know what the hell. I don't know what the hell transfer. I'm trying to put pieces together here, So I'm asking you. I'm coming you. What did Unimetric said? Like that.
Oh yeah, no, like diet. Yeah, probably. I mean, I try to eat pretty decent, but the last 6 months has been not super consistent.
He mentioned as far as Scott, he needs some multivitamins. But he also needs to connect with like-minded individuals like us, basically. There is some depression and so forth as well.
Did he do healing on you? Usually Unimetric do healing.
Yes.
Did you guys feel anything? Do you feel?
I got to, for me, I got to change my diet. He said they need less protein and more water and more rest.
How about healing? Did you feel anything when he did healing on you? What do you experience?
You asking me?
Yes.
Oh yeah, no, there was like a vibrating sensation, throughout my whole body.
Wow, he did a lot of work on you.
Pretty cool.
How about you, Carlos?
Yeah, we all received the healing. Yes, I did feel something. Nothing major. A lot of mainly vibrations,
Wow. I'm glad that you have this experience because that's how we like to do things around here. See, those who don't come in, they're going to be jealous, but jealous for what? Now, today we learned something new. They don't white mind unless you're incarnating, right? Reincarnation. And for super soldier, they don't do, but they can block you. They can block your memory. Absolutely. So now super soldier have to change their vocabulary. Say mind wipe is called brain block, a memory block. They put a memory block. That's the best way. Ain't that beautiful?
Thank you very much.
I like it. Are they jealous? I hope they're not jealous. I'm trying to make them jealous.
See, one thing, Scott, what I have learned is that we could tell you stuff all day long, and that could be refuted. But when it comes to your experience, you've actually experienced it. Doesn't matter what somebody else says. When you stick to your experience, they can't really argue with you. They might not agree with you, but they can't really argue with it because they can't speak for what you did and didn't experience. Only you can say what you did and didn't experience.
Right.
Oh, cool. Oh, good. Yes. Yeah, I'm glad you got the book, and hopefully you get a device and come train with us a lot, and that's the best way is to train with us. That's because that's how we develop community, is to play with each other. We gotta do something together to build something. Well, this is a social club too.
Yeah, come and get shot a few times and healed.
Yeah, you would like that.
Come get electrocuted.
Yeah, you're right. And levitation and food and and serum injection. We like a drug, you know, we also a social club as well.
Yeah.
Because what else to do in this life? Just shoot the bull with each other. What else? And train and develop the rainbow body. That's pretty much it. The rainbow light body. That's all we're here. What else we supposed to do? And go to work, make some money, invest on crypto, so we don't have to work anymore. That's just the objective. So we can be a fool, you know. I
No,
like to have fun.
Like if you can not have any obligations, you become free. So, and that's what I'm kind of contemplating. So
That's why we invest in the crypto that give us return, like interest and stuff, so they can, you know, nurture us. Because we sooner or later have to work for people anymore. We work for our creativity, our joy. See, that's why I'm reaching out. I'm like, look, I love my super soldier community and all the other, but I don't think a lot of super soldiers know each other. The only thing we know is James Rink. Everyone knows James Rink because he's like the super soldier platform that bring all the super soldiers together. It's like, he's like the king, the super king of super soldier platform, bro. And I and James Rink, I trained at him, you know, since 2010. Look at that. See that?
oh yes.
See,
Mhm.
I'm there. And it was since
Mhm.
2011. This is the book published it.
Got it.
Copyright 2011. This is like 2000. Yep, you see it right there. 2011. You see it?
Mhm.
Yeah, that line. Yep.
Yep.
See, they can't escape me. You know, I'm just too much for everybody because I like to document everything and publish it to make sure, hey, he's not lying. He document this timestamp, boom, and it's
Boom.
legal. It has been blessed by the government. You know.
I hear you.
So I know most super soldiers have been blocked, memory blocked. That's why you come to me. So I come to James. We can put piece together like Humpty Dumpty and see what we got.
Got it.
And go from there.
Got it.
So
Got
okay,
it.
super soldier, you are never mind wiped. You've been mind blocked. I mean memory blocked, temporarily, of some sort. You know.
And what undoes that?
Huh?
What undoes that in your experience?
James, me, by meeting other super soldier, by meeting Unimetric One, it all add up.
Got it.
It
Yeah,
all add
as you
up
do your
to
healing
unblock.
work and do the med bed also helps to, because some of the mind blocks is there to protect you from certain trauma. And sometimes you'll need the help of a med bed and medical higher
The AI, you
yeah,
need
the
to
AI
other super soldier, you know,
angelic
super
beings to
soldier
come
help
in
each other.
and do work on you to help remove the trauma and help you to remember.
And rehabilitate your memory, and
Yeah.
integrate with you consciously again. So we don't know who's super soldier until that's why I opened up this training to get everyone back to basic. It's called rehabilitation.
Got it.
Yeah, that's what we do right now. That's why I need people to join, but I won't take anyone. They have to buy a device. It's a way to say thank you, teacher. Thank you, Master Sergeant. That's me, you know. That's what I'm doing.
It's also a training tool, like one of those training wheels on a bike. It helps you get started. And then you move up from there. But you know, you don't need it for everything, just certain things. When we do the med beds, when we do the stargates, you'll need a device at the beginning, but then afterwards you won't need a device. You can do it without.
This is your queen. If you belong to this game, she's known as the board queen.
Hi,
She's also in the book. See, she's your queen because even a super soldier, you gotta have a board queen because we are all cyborg, you know, psychic cyborg. There's your queen right there. Hello, queen.
That's cute.
Console, you working today? Console, you working today?
I'll be working today. Yes,
Okay.
later.
Later, no problem.
So you two talk. I'm just gonna listen. We discuss the subject. I'm just gonna talk to her for 5-10 minutes. Okay.
All
Give
right,
me a
no
second.
problem. So Scott, you have any questions? Anything you want to know about? Do you want to discuss?
No, I've just began to delve into this.
Yeah.
So I'm frankly not familiar with the protocols and whatnot, other than I've
Well, for the most part, the simple facts, the two books are mainly transcribed videos. It's important because you need to know how we think and why we think what we think. A lot of it comes from Unimetrics 1 and what he has provided for us as far as for him what would be considered his history. And but it gives it in bits and pieces. You know, the most important thing is farther back in the past, and then as time comes up for that time period, he gives selected information, you know, to focus on. And then after it occurs, he brings together the whole picture. Like we mentioned with this, with Donald Trump and Biden, there's a timeline war, which there's a timeline war. You got the Time Lords and things that are way out of our pay grade. So you just leave it alone. That's his arena.
yeah, definitely, yeah.
And so
There's a lot of stuff that's going on that's way beyond pay grades.
Exactly. But if you want to stay safe, you follow his instructions, his directives. He told us basically, you know, he told us all the stuff that's going on. He said, look, all the unimetrics of all the different timelines have come into agreement where you will not be harmed. But he says, but you got to go to work, go home, spend time with your family, take care of your kids, or take care of your children, practice your psychic abilities, practice your super soldier. Do not protest. Do not go against the government. If they tell you to wear a mask, wear a mask. They tell you to take a vaccine, you take the vaccine. That's what he told us. And so he says, practice the 5 rules. So if you follow these things, you have all the different timelines leaving you alone. Okay. And so we follow his instructions, and certain things, like I said, he'll tell us what's going on, and that's what we go by, regardless what the news says, regardless of what is saying on whatever YouTube video. If it goes or contradicts what Unimetrics 1 says, we stick with what Unimetrics 1 says. That's where we do it here in this group. Okay.
Got it. Okay. Interesting. Super interesting. The how does the AI play into all this? At least, let me ask more specifically, how does the AI play into this going forward?
Okay, I'm back.
Oh, no worries. Well, I think probably what I need to do is finish reading the book. I just got it yesterday. So
Yeah, so that's what the book's mainly about. We do get some additional information. There's also Casoles is channels some different teachers different ET teachers. We got information from them as well.
Mhm.
So, and sometimes we ask Unimetrics a question, he will bring in another entity to explain things to us.
Got it. Sure. Cool. I've had various like either readings or whatnot over the years. I don't know if this is kind of on the
Yeah,
same.
we've done readings, we've done various ways of healing. We've practiced reading each other before, which we need to get back into.
Mhm.
That's part of developing psychic abilities, learning how to read people and read circumstances, situations. Learning how to work with the light body for your own healing, for the healing of others, but also, for super soldier stuff, which sometimes requires you to hurt the other person, but also to heal yourself. And we used to practice, your dodge and move. Basically, somebody shoots you, and then you got to come up with a counter move to protect yourself. And we've practiced several different things. So practice the shielding and so forth. We've worked with many different beings, and there's even a protocol for when you interact with these other beings. If you go into their domain, you manifest food for them, the form of gifts. You bring a gift, basically. When you interact with these other beings, you also refer to them, as teacher, or sometimes father or mother, or something to that. Always some type of title of respect. You don't just leave. You have to leave. You request to come back. And things like that. So you start learning these protocols. You start learning big respect for them, and we've experienced many times being invited back because of these protocols and their desire to work with us because we've held on to these protocols. And our willingness to work with them and be open and be non-judgmental. We've had interviewed the COVID, the virus. We've done interviewed Black Glue and various other entities, and we've interviewed the consciousness of Soros and things like that. So there's a lot of he said, she said type stuff, but we're the type of group that will go ahead and call forth the consciousness of that entity and talk to it to find out the truth.
Got it.
So some of that is transcribed in that book as well from some of those videos.
Okay. All right. Well, I think I just need to delve through this, and I'll probably be answering a lot of my own questions.
Yeah, but also, like I said, think about if you want to just whatever you want to ask Unimetrics to get an idea how to do it. Go to the computer and type the same question on the computer and see what you get. And then see how you can narrow it down and so forth. That's a way of practicing.
Got it.
Because should I or should I not move? Okay, based on what information are you asking this question? Is it because there's too much gunfire, too much violence? Is it job related? Is it health related? There's a lot of different things that, okay, based on, let's say, health related, maybe the answer will be no. But if you look at it, maybe it's job related, then it'd be yes. Or if it's safety related, then it could be yes, or it could be a no. It could be a lot of different things. So depending on what it's related to, you can get a whole different answer. So it's sort of, your question is like too general. That you needed something a little more specific. There's like too much missing information to give you a proper answer.
Right. Need to be more specific.
Yeah.
Yeah. Definitely community. That's been kind of held up in this area. So I know there's other parts of the country that are maybe less impacted. So,
Well, the thing is, community could be online as well. I mean, it could be online as well. It's something where you can interact with people. It's nice to have people around you, but also you can do some of the stuff online. I mean, it's good you can have somebody to hang out with on occasion. That helps.
yeah, no, I know that's the last year that hasn't really been happening here. And so one of my reasons for wanting to move is there are other places that are more conducive to community than others.
Yeah, or certain types of communities.
Yes, exactly.
But I would, before we decide to move, if anything's close enough, spend some time hanging out. You know, because you can have a community that is conducive towards this type of community, but it may not benefit you. Every place has their asshole.
Oh, sure. Of course.
So you might go to a group and it seems nice, and then eventually realize that group's not for you for whatever reason.
Or you grow
know,
out of it.
Then you had moved. So
Sure.
and then you might find a place there nearby there that okay, it'd be closer, but the neighborhood you move to, it may be good and conducive toward this one group, but to something else might be more for you, might be hostile, more hostile.
Mhm. Yeah. No, I
Or
get it.
extra expenses that you didn't have before and things like that. So, or there's a higher crime rate or something like that. So it's,
Sure. Sure. Yeah, I understand. There's always trade-offs. So
yeah.
there's always trade-offs. No, I've been in the same place for almost 18 years.
Are you renting or do you own?
No, I own.
Okay. So if you move, are you gonna rent it out or are you gonna sell it?
No, the current, if you rent it, like right now, if I rented it out and I get an asshole tenant, I'm gonna get locked out of the property.
Yeah.
And so and from the top down, that's kind of the current hierarchy is what's going on. So no, it would, if I did, I would trade down and try to not have any debt. Is kind of actually where I'm thinking.
Okay.
And then you know, be able to kind of build up a business. I don't know exactly what that is yet, but build up a business and whatnot, and be able to live a little more sustainably. So that may not be the most wise idea, but probably the most conservative I can come up with, or just rent.
Yeah. No, the reason is renting might be an idea, but in having your own property, there is power in that.
Lots of power. I never liked renting. I rented for about two and a half years, and I
Mhm.
had landowners that I was paying the rent and they weren't paying the mortgage, and notice of sales were on the door after I'd come back. They were just pocketing the rent, not paying the mortgage or the taxes or anything.
Oh wow.
So
Yeah.
I feel like
So
we could.
another-
My other thing is that I think here on Earth, at least in the U.S., that I think we're going to have another repeat of a 2007 2008 coming soon. So they're saying 2.5 million mortgages. I think there's more that are way in the rears, and so we may have another window, the summer or later this year, where you'll see a lot of inventory.
Yeah.
And right now, like there's almost nothing listed here. It's a pretty interesting time to do that. Consider doing that. So that's kind of where I'm at. But when I moved here a long time ago, I just had threw all my stuff in my truck and a U-Haul and didn't know anybody. So and made a life out of it. So
Yeah.
are you in Florida?
Yes, I am. Live in Plantation, and I'm right now working in Sunrise, City of Sunrise.
Got it. Yeah, that was another potential spot. I've lived in the West pretty much. Well, I've lived pretty much in the West, Texas and the West Coast
Okay.
for most of my existence. And yeah, I mean, your money goes a lot further in Florida. It looks like things have gone up quite a bit in the last year, but I think they have ever.
Yeah, we don't wear as many masks either.
Yeah. Oh, so I mean, I'm trying to be PC. Yes. So I had a very strong gym and meditation practice up until about a year ago when they shut everything down here, and it was super helpful. So I'm actually kind of seeking where I can go and do that, because if I walk into any of those types of establishments here, I have to wear my. You can't practice unless you're mummy wrapped on your head. So that's not an option.
Yeah, when you go to gyms here, you still gotta wear a mask. But if you're out on the beach, you don't have to wear the mask.
Oh,
Well,
got it.
do, I guess you do, you don't. But hey, if you're out on the beach and you're working out on the beach, hey.
I got it. Okay.
You ever
Yeah.
seen all the spring break videos?
Sure. Got it. So even if you go into an establishment, you're expected to suffocate.
Yes. If you go to establishment, you're expected to wear a mask. Yes. If you're out in the open, not necessarily.
Yeah. This is going to sound like a really dumb question, and it's not a historical one. How does this resolve itself? Does it?
What do you mean by resolve itself? How we stop wearing the masks?
Yeah, I mean, like, when does when does some logic return to things, or does it not?
Okay, I'm going to put to you this way, because I gotta tell you, it's in the book, and you gotta understand what's really going on.
Oh,
The COVID-19 was originally designed for population control.
Oh, no.
However,
right, you can
due
press
to
on that one.
what's that?
Okay, I understand.
Okay, so due to hold on, because there's more to it. Due to karmic or certain events that have occurred in this time, our future selves, 6.5 million years in the future, cannot advance to the next level of existence, which is going from creating galaxies to creating universes. We're going up to the Elohim level, and because of that, they have to come. If they have to fix things, they have to right some wrongs, which includes information and so other things that have been used to oppress us have to be changed. And so the future hijacked the virus, and the future has also taken over the vaccines, so that what it does, instead of killing us, what it's actually doing is creating a third strand DNA. But if you fear it or go against it, it's going to cause you harm. You yourself are causing yourself harm, because it's going to do what it's going to do the upgrade, but you're going to hurt. If you are fearful, you're going to manifest your own destruction in the simplest sense. If you don't fear it and allow it to do what it's supposed to do, and you love it, what's that?
The terrain of the body changes so that it becomes weakened, correct?
Well, what it does is that the fear weakens you, and it causes your nervous system to go into shock. Right. And then it causes your body to go into problems or start malfunctioning, because you are being upgraded. You're going from a 2-strand DNA to a 3-strand DNA, and eventually going to go up to a 6-strand, and then eventually to a 12-strand. So there are always going to be modifications. The other thing is that the more people fight it, the more it's going to, it has an AI component to it, the more the virus will change and mutate to meet the, to, you know, do what it's programmed to do, which is to modify our DNA.
Right, which is the entrance into transhumanism.
We are originally designed by AI. We are biological thumb drives. So we're already part AI. So transhumanism, nothing
My
new.
mom. Go ahead, talk. This is my mom.
Nothing. This is ancient stuff. We were designed. These bodies were designed by AI.
Just
We're
being,
hybrid.
just being
We're-
rolled out to the masses, huh?
Yeah, that's the hard part right now. But you know how the old adage is that we evolved from monkeys? That's a lie. You never see a monkey swimming, yet we were born swimming. We could be born in water and be fine when we first come out of the womb. Monkeys don't do that. So we are, if you look at monkeys, they have hair all over their body. We are born with little to no hair in our body. The thing is, these bodies are hybrid bodies. They're not natural bodies. We didn't evolve from any creature. We're hybrid. We have a little bit of almost everything. Part amphibious, part reptilian, part mammal, part insectoid, part of little everything. So, but we're also, like I said, thumb drives. Our DNA, one strand of our DNA can hold, like the Library of Congress, at least 3 times. In binary form. So we carry a lot of information in our DNA. We carry not only past memories, but we also carry information about this planet, about many creatures. We're a living library, to put it in the simplest way. And that's one of the things that makes us very powerful as beings. And a threat to many beings. But at the same time, we are, because of us containing the DNA of many other civilizations, we're also their children.
Got it. Got it. Super fascinating. Not scary. Like there's always, you know, you look out in the stars and whatnot. There's always been something else beyond.
Yeah, but it's a different expression of you. Remember, you're one with all that is. That's the third rule of the 5 rules of the 5 laws, as Bashar puts it. You're one with all that is. So everything you see out there is actually an expression of you.
The mirror.
Exactly. So even those that are against you is actually a different expression of you with its own overgoal. And you get to experience yourself in a different way, a different perspective.
True. Very true. Excuse me.
But you're seeing, like, as we're discussing, if you remember back to the different things you heard and what I'm telling you, you see where there's a difference.
I don't. What do you mean?
Okay, you hear. Give you an example. How many anti-reptilian stories have you heard? They eat loose and they feed on the blood of children and things like that.
Oh, that was brought into consciousness about a year ago.
Okay, a lot of that's BS, because they are advanced beings where they can manifest their own food because of their light bodies. They're much highly more advanced than we are, and their light bodies are developed enough to where they can just like we do, manifest food and water into their own bodies without needing to eat physical food.
Sure, from the atmosphere.
I'm not going to say the atmosphere. Remember, everything is made of consciousness. Everything is made of energy. And what gives everything form is consciousness. So you just say, Badame, manifest heavenly food and water in my stomach, and you blow. That's it. And if you feel something into your stomach, they're advanced enough where they can do the same thing even without asking. It's automatically done. They don't have to eat physical food. And because they don't eat physical food, but their body's still sustained from that photonic food, they don't need bathrooms. They don't stink. They don't need to eat other people, other beings. It's much like being a breatharian, what we would consider a breatharian.
Interesting.
But
As
it's
opposed to-
actually beyond that.
Okay. Which I imagine manifests probably really solid health. Most of our diseases are industrial diseases.
Yep.
Yes. Excuse me. Ooh. Wow. Is it normal to feel a little tired after that? After being scanned?
Sometimes, yeah, because your body has to readjust.
Okay.
You get more relaxed sometimes and you want to get ready. Sometimes, yeah, you want to go to sleep.
I got a healing.
You want to go take a nap?
What's that?
You want to go take a nap?
I feel like it.
Maybe you should, because sometimes your body needs reintegration or readjustment based on what was done. And sometimes you're blocking it by being conscious. It's much easier to get things done when you're asleep.
Right. So, thank you. I think I'm going to go do that.
All right, Scott, you have a good one.
It was a pleasure. Thank you, sir.
You're welcome. Could have been Frank.
It's good. Okay, are we good?
I'm still here. But
Yeah.
he left not too long ago.
Okay. So yeah, it's the best way to experience here, there, a little bit here, a little bit there. It all started add up. That's the
Yeah,
best
that's
way
why I
to be.
chose to include a med bed with him so he can experience a med bed. He said, "Is it normal to feel sleepy after a med bed?" Like I was like, yeah, sometimes, yeah.
Yeah, just putting medicine on. Yeah, experience for yourself. Yeah,
That's where it goes.
it's the best way. Okay, I'm gonna get ready for work. Well, we
All
catch
right.
you later, okay? This evening or something.
All right, no problem. See ya.
See you a bit. Okay, bye-bye.